Good morning, YouTube. It is me, the BBK, and welcome back to the pool house. Yeah, we're in the pool house, child. We'll be back in the clubhouse. Oh, probably tomorrow. Might be today. I'll check it later. Anywho's, so this woman is a pole watcher who's wearing her mask below her nose while hovering over people's shoulder, breathing on them. And then they wonder why they stop letting people in to inspect, investigate, etc., etc. If you're going to wear the mask right, do the right thing, blase, blase. Yeah, don't half-ass do it. Put people's lives in jeopardy. Here you see um, they it made it on Fox News, and just be aware of what makes Fox News and what doesn't make Fox News. Fox is bought and paid for, just like MSNBC, just like CNN. So, like I tell you, be careful with using your Google search engine. I continue to tell you to be careful with the news that you watch. So, if y'all remember, they had filed lawsuits against Nevada, Michigan, Georgia, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania to stop the counting of the votes because they were not letting the inspectors in to inspect, right? They filed their lawsuits. Sorry about that. That was my good morning today's. Whoa. Hey, mama. How you feeling? I had to stop playing my dang intro over here, girl. I went over there and was moving around behind the scenes in my studio, child, and it was copyright. It was trying to tell me to copyright myself for using my my intro. So I said, okay, I'll just go ahead and talk. But whatever whatever got filed the first time, it made them have to come back and file a writ. They were trying to appeal the original order. Well, as you can see, the court didn't go for it. They did not accept the appeal. Now check this out. I found this and it was kind of odd. This looks like what do you call it? Not a deposition, but this looks like a testimony of some type from one of the people in New Jersey at the voting polls. And in this little write-up, they were explaining what all happened in terms of how they would not let the inspectors in to, watch them count the votes. And what's interesting in this whole write-up, as you can see from the highlight, let me see if I can make it bigger. Yeah, you can't be letting your nose and shit hang out breathing on people. You got to wear it right. If you notice on here, they highlighted Karen was upset. Now, I'm guessing it was a real Karen. And she was a poll challenger. So anyway, they were documenting what played out in this whole thing at the polls. And it was entered into court. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It was notarized. Notarized at the bottom. I'm sure it was entered into court as evidence. Because this is exactly how they have to document when you're filing orders and motions and stuff with the court. They want you to come through with your documentation and be right up on it. Writ of mandamus. The writ of mandamus. And it says mandamus is a Latin word which means we command. A mandamus is an order from a superior court to a lower court or tribunal or public authority to perform an act which falls within its duty. Simply put, it is a writ issued to a public official to do a thing which is a part of its official duty, but which he has failed to do so far. This writ cannot be claimed as a matter of right. It is the discretionary power of a court to issue such writs. Well, the appeal was denied, so there you go. So just so you know, they're playing dirty in the court systems. They're playing dirty in the court systems as well. While Cheeto Head and his people out here playing dirty in the streets, they playing dirty in the court system. They want to keep saying that, fraudulent votes have been counted to give Joe the presidency, but let's go on and keep it 100. And I know y'all remember back when Bush was running, they had that voter fraud down in Florida. It was a big mess. And the judges and the courts and whatever, nobody stepped in, nobody stopped nothing, nobody allowed anything. Listen, this is all just a delay, a distraction to keep him from conceding. Now, we know that he embarrassed because he talked mega shit, right? We know he talked shit, so he's embarrassed that he lost. He don't want to step down. He's got to make sure he plans his escape, because those people in that other country the ones that he went to kill their president, they coming to lock him up. The first time they came, we told them they couldn't have him because he was the president. Well, he's not he's really kind of sort of not the president. I mean, he kind of is the president until the inauguration in January, but yeah, as soon as he concedes, it might be when they can actually come and take him. We might have to give him up. So naturally, he's going to drag this thing out as much as he can, because he knows the very minute that he is no longer the president, they're going to jump out the bushes and be ready to take him back. And I hope it does not create a war. As a matter of fact, I hope Cheeto Head just go on over there and have a seat with Joe and Kamala. Yes, I'm calling her Kamala. Go on over there and have a seat, sit down and talk to him and say, look, dude, this is what had happened. I went over there and I got they boy killed, and they mad and they want to take me. So I need you to help buy me some. I mean, listen, when you get in a pinch and you need help, all you have to do most of the time is ask for it. But it's the way you do things as to whether or not you get the help you asking for. So if he really want, the president and vice president to help him out, then he should really kind of change his attitude, attempt to sit down and have a conversation with them, and, just concede and work it out. They can hide him out in the bunker, until the inauguration in January. I mean, I'm all for them to come over here and get him and drag his ass back over there. But hey, to each his own. I noticed that they are still trying to pull up dirt on Joe. Listen, I agree. Joe got dirt on him. Kamala got dirt on her. Cheeto Head got dirt on him. All those motherfuckers got dirt on them. That's why I ended up voting the way I did, because it wasn't no right or wrong way to me to outweigh and decide which one was the best pick. Now, I'm going to keep talking my shit because A, I voted, and B, whether I voted for who y'all think I should have voted for isn't neither here nor there. I voted. That's what counts. Okay? So, yeah, they both got their foot in the pedophilia pond. They both got their foot in some fraud somewhere. And if the SEC steps in, which is Securities and Exchange Commission, they might even find a whole nother different, entanglement over there. Now, SEC is the police of the like the Wall Street group, if you will. So yeah. Anywho's, is it Friday yet? It's Thursday? Is it Wednesday? I done lost track of my days. Anyway, I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I'm just rolling over. I didn't have a nap last night. I did get out from work. I hauled the ass down and got me a treatment. Came back, went to the store, came back, cooked. And now I need to get up and go get my crock pot and chop up my cheese for my cheese dip. Yeah, start fixing on my cheese dip because that's what I'm going to have for the rest of the day. I hope it lasts me till the weekend because, that would be super, super good to not have to cook no more for the rest of this week. But I definitely got the shrimps on deck and some other things ready. He would never. Okay, today's well. Okay, how you feeling, babe? I'm glad you made it. I'm glad I could roll over and make it, but I need to take some pills for my allergies. My sinuses are acting up. And I seen these streets was on fire before I I was trying to watch a little something last night, and thank God I was in the chat when my name came up because I was like, wait, what? Shout out to my boss that alerted me that the Fulala was going down over there in the Avatar Nation. Yeah. So I'm gonna say again, because I see some more mess blowing up. So let me go on and put my disclaimer out there. I have never scammed on YouTube with anyone. I do not fool with any scammers on YouTube. I have never played any raffle games on YouTube and don't plan on playing raffle games on YouTube. Just to put it out there, just to set the record straight. In the Avatar Nation last night, they went over and rehashed all of the stuff that already came out on Rita's channel. Okay? Jen the Goat and her friends and peoples and whatnot came over there and they did a couple of interviews with Rita. And I don't really know what happened. Why did it go south the way it went? It was like 1 minute, they was having a good interview, and then the next minute, I don't even know what the hell happened. But what I do know is don't put me in it. I ain't got shit to do with it. I ain't know nothing about it. I ain't never been involved in it. And, yeah. That's how that's gonna go. You struggling? Oh, babe, I'm sorry. I'm praying for you, mama. I'm praying for you. I know you got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and but God keep you strong. He'll keep you strong to work through all of it, and just make sure you keep your mask on, because I hear that you all's area is like very hot. I had to catch myself. I almost slipped out and said the name. I hear tell that the numbers are off the chain over on your side of the world. And so I want you to just make sure you have your mask on and your gloves and anything else that you might need that will keep you safe. And last night, and hell, I felt like I was going in and out, so I'm just going to repeat it again. People are walking around wearing their masks and their gloves, and they're trying to protect themselves from something they feel is airborne. But I want you to be safe, wear your mask, wear your gloves, but I don't want you to focus on whether or not you're going to breathe in the bug. Because the reality of it is, like I said last night, is they could be putting the bug or remnants of the bug in the hand sanitizer. And that's why so many people are dropping dead or are coming down sick, becoming infected. It's such a high rate. Um, Shout out to one of my bosses that was sending me like a little map of where the 6G towers and whatnot were, and how close or how far Killer Pete was happening in regards to the location and proximity of that tower. And so it feels even more clear to me that whatever people are catching is not really coming from the air anymore. I think this homemade, man-made situation, I think it's being projected on us. It's being given to us. And like I said last night, they could give us the bug by putting it in the hand sanitizer. Why? Because that's what they pushing. Everybody pushing use hand sanitizer. Everywhere you go, they got sanitizer. If they're putting the bug in the sanitizers, that's how they spread the bug around. I wash my hands with soap and water at the house. I have my own sanitizer in my purse. So, you have to be careful. Sanitizer is not my first go-to. Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you. You too. And is it Veterans Day today? Happy Veterans Day to any and all my veterans that are out there. Thank you so much for your service. We appreciate you. Yeah. So, just be careful. Be vigilant. Check the ratings of food places before you go. Check the ratings of businesses that you interact with. Because somebody was saying the other night, I don't know if it was you today as well, but somebody had mentioned when, what was it? The white powder was coming around. Oh, shit. I can't think of the name of it. You remember the white powder that they was putting in the mail at one time? Good morning, Sarconos. Y'all remember the white stuff that they was putting in the mail that they was saying it was dangerous many years back? It was called, it was like a white powder. That's it, Sarconos. Anthrax. Yes, the anthrax. I was telling y'all, the bug could be, in the hand sanitizer. It could be in our clothes. It could be anywhere, because if they can make figurines and plates and bowls and cups and stuff out of cocaine, then that means they can put the bug in anything and give it to us. When the anthrax came out, what happened? They started putting it in the mail. It started showing up in the mail, and everybody was freaking out and scared to touch things and this, that, and the third. You should be. You really should be. You should be very, very careful of that. But yeah. Oh, child. I will say these YouTube streets are at an all-time high. That anthrax thing was scary. Girl, that shit was so scary. Just kind of like, now my grandma used to say, open the mail outside. I don't want none of that shit inside the house. And see, we was raised up with carpet and rugs. Like some of the house would be hardwood, and then the bedrooms would be carpet. Honey, my grandma, open that shit on the porch, open it outside. I don't want it in the house. It was like, oh my God. But yeah, anthrax, yeah, it was pretty scary. So yeah, these YouTube streets is on fire. It seems like they are at an all-time high. Do you think that the full moon or the red moon has anything to do with the heightened emotions on YouTube? Do y'all think it has anything to do with it? Because, child, friends going against friends, mamas going against daughters, sons going against daddies. Like, ooh, child, what is it really going on? Is it in the water? People on them telephones? Oh my God. People being super sensitive. They can throw a blow, can't take a blow. They get upset. Oh, Lord have mercy. We done had one funeral the other day. I think we about to have another funeral. Somebody gonna have a funeral today. They already had the funeral. And I want to say something about Tasha K and the Storm Monroe thing. Listen, um, it seems like with this whole celebrity gossip thing, when people are trying to up their channels, it seems to be that if you're getting bad publicity, that's just as good as good publicity. And so they want that negative attention. But if she was his mentor and she got him up to par to where he's now just about exceeding her, it's going to make her desperate and do desperate things. But now she's learned the hard way, like several big YouTubers have. Your audience doesn't necessarily approve with everything that you do, so you should be very careful with that, because if they don't like it, they'll leave. I think folks being stuck inside and not getting proper ventilation with masks might be some brain damage. Right, Sarkonos? Hey, you right, but like I told you, child. Don't think you gonna catch me at the house. Shit, I'm going wherever the hell I wanna go, do what I want, when I want, how I want, as long as I can, because in a minute we won't be able to move. We really will be stuck in the house. We really will be locked down. But yeah, it amazes me, the fighting. The fighting. The people saying I don't dox, but they doxing. The people that say I don't talk about kids, but they dragging kids. The people that's doing all of the things. And the one thing that I do see, the pattern that I see, it's a lot of jealousy on these streets. A lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, a lot of finger pointing. Child, there's so much more stuff to be worried about right now. It is so much stuff to be worried on. Listen, I am I'm watching these court documents. I'm trying to get these court documents together. I have not, I cannot, I need help. I gotta find Killer's documents. I didn't even pay for a service so that I can try to get Killer's documents. I can't seem to get my hands on those damn documents. Oh, yeah. Well, I do what I want within right. Like, the law says wear your mask and stuff, and I do. I got masks everywhere, so I wear my mask. I work from home. I go and I get my treatments. I go to the grocery store. I check on my mom. And if I want to go have some lunch or dinner, I go have some lunch and dinner, and eat and enjoy myself. But I would be okay being locked up in the house under quarantine because, number one, I'm a movie buff. And I'm okay with playing video games. And I could work on editing my videos and doing the things, so it wouldn't bother me none. And then, of course, I keep all the snacks. Girl, I just got some new cookies. Who made them? I can't think of who made the cookies, but they're oatmeal raisin cookies. I can't wait to bust the seal on their cookie package. Ooh, now I gotta work this weekend. Overtime has been abundant. Oh my God. I do have to work this Saturday, and I think I have to work the early shift, which means I gotta be at work at 6. But baby, when I tell you, me and them oatmeal raisin cookies, baby, we gonna shake these. We gonna shake some windows around here. Whew. I can't wait. It is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day yet again to any of my veterans in the skybox, in the penthouse, in the bushes, in the chat. Any of my bosses, happy Veterans Day to you and yours. We thank you so much for your service. We are blessed to have you. We're blessed that you loved us enough to go on the front line and fight for us. Thank you guys so much. I love oatmeal raisin cookies. Oh my God, Sarkonos. I am addicted. It is something about them oatmeal raisin cookies. Girl. Oh, you talking about being stupid. Just downright stupid, girl. And you know, them oatmeal raisin cookies probably should have been called Lay's, because I can't eat just one. I cannot eat just one. It's always more than one. So, let me see if I can get this right real quick, because the way that these phones been doing, I can't even listen to the YouTube videos no more. Because when the customer gets to talking too much, I have to pause the video, and then I either miss it, don't get to go back and finish it, or whatever the case may be. So I'm very lost. And you know what? I think right about now, that's a good thing. I don't think I want to know what's going on around here, but I do know that everybody's fighting. I really wish everybody would pay a little bit more attention to what's going on with Cheeto Head and Joe, because some things have been coming out under the rug. I love Lay's too. Yes, Sarkonos, I'm fat. Oh my God, girl. Hey, I'm all right with it too, bitch. Don't play with my food, honey. Draw back a nub. Don't play with my food. So, what was I going to tell you? Some things are coming out. I kept telling y'all, don't look left, keep looking right. They trying to deflect. They trying to throw us off our game. Little things are being released about some of the shit that was going down behind the scenes for the election. Just keep your eyes and ears open and pay attention. I have gotten a confirmation that 2 more very large YouTubers, not a part of the beef sector, but their channels have been demonetized. I think I touched on it a little bit last night. I did get a confirmation on that. Those channels were demonetized. They are trying to censor us. They're trying to censor what we say and how we say it. And I don't know. I just don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, look, Trump just won Alaska. Oh, really? Somebody sent me something a day or two ago that said it was some type of a news notice, and it was alerting the people of that state that if they hadn't submitted their vote to do so, it was still time. And I thought to myself, why y'all lying? Because any votes to come in right now will not be counted because they're past the deadline. But then I remembered, if you go and read the rules, I think it says that votes have to be received by the 13th. Is it the 12th or the 13th? One of those. Anyway, at the time I saw it, I said, why are you lying? That's not true. Those votes won't be counted. But see, like I tried to tell y'all, they're killing 2 or 3 birds with one stone. See, remember, they've been trying to get everybody to take this vaccination, and I think more and more people are saying they're not going to have anything to do with it. So if you're not going to take the vaccination, which will actually help us to track you and keep you on radar, then we got to find another way to get you on radar. So that's where they're coming in now, telling everybody to submit their information, submit their paperwork, submit their votes, and do all of the things, because they want to track you by any means necessary. My grandson says just more for him to love. Oops, I said his name. Cheeto Head just won. Oh, that's okay, Sarkonos. Just say just won Alaska. Oh my God, girl, I'm so sick of them. Let me tell you something. I would not be absolutely shocked if we look up and they were announcing that Cheeto Head won a second term. I would not be shocked at all, because that's where they're headed. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. And we need more people, more heads, more voices to speak out against that. Instead, unfortunately, they're over here fighting each other about who said what about somebody and, who got kids and who don't and all of the things. But I wish they would help tune in and bring some of that energy to these politicians. And that's what I really wish. So I just had to come on here real quick and bring y'all a few little receipts that I had run across. I'm still working on my video, but child, I be so sleepy I can't help it. I'm trying my best, y'all. So please be patient with me, and thank y'all for hanging in there and supporting me. I really appreciate it. And it's gonna be more videos coming on a more consistent basis very, very soon. Just please continue to be patient. But most of his court cases are getting thrown out, or is he secretly rescinding? Anything is possible, Sarkonos. Anything is possible when it comes to him. Anything is possible. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm fixing to get up and get in the shower and get ready to start my day. You guys have a blessed day. Happy Veterans Day to all my veterans and their families. And I'll catch y'all later on these streets.